What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here and welcome back to another episode of my AO Tennis Career Mode. Today we've actually done and dusted with the Tavula tournament for some reason or another. When my webcam was playing up, my recording was playing up, everything was out of sync and I just could not save the file or the footage that was there. It was just that bad. So finished off the Tavula tournament. We actually did end up winning that. We are now into February of 2018, so we passed the first month of our career. We've actually got a handful of tournaments that we can go and play. So I think, like, there's a hell of a lot here, to be fair. Like, there's so many. We're just going to go with the Dutch Classic because that gives us the most money, gives us the most ranking points, which is what we want to see. And it's probably going to have the best quality of opposition for us to take on as well. So as you can see there, we've got Nadal. I'm just trying to see actually where we are and where we're going to be ranked in this tournament. We can already see Nadal is in there, so that is promising. And wow. So we actually have, to be fair, a potential third round clash against either Thanasi Kokkinakis or Stan Wawrinka. So there is plenty left there, it must be said. I'm just trying to see who else is in there. Leighton Hewitt is playing, Carl Anderson is playing, Del Potro is playing, we saw him just then, David Goffin is playing as a number 2 seed. So it's quite cool. I think they have just introduced this seeding as well in one of the latest patches. But we know what we have to do. Let's go. We're heading to the Netherlands, heading into Europe. Done our time in the islands. Let's see how we go in our round 1 match. Right, here we are. This is our opponent that we are taking on. I believe Sebastian McCormick from Thailand. It's probably the most un-Thai name that I've ever heard. We're carrying on, as I said, good form. We just did win at the Tavula tournament not too long ago. We're playing here on court number 8. It's a daytime. I'm not sure if this... I don't actually think this is a grass court. I think this is just AstroTurf. But it is of a green variety. So we're going to look to just keep going. The backhands have been absolutely incredible in the career so far. I'll be looking to go and try and keep that up in this first game. Now, you may also see behind me that quite a lot has changed in this room that I'm recording, in the recording room. We have gone and finally changed things around in the house, so I do now have this to myself. There's not a whole lot going on behind me, as you guys can probably see. There's essentially just the drawers there, and then Abby's pram is there in the corner as well. So that means streaming is going to be returning to the channel in the near future. It means Cliffy's Champions League will be getting done and dusted very shortly. We'll get the draft done for that quite soon. There is another backhand winner. We are on absolute fire with these, it must be said. Our opponent is a bit high rated as well, being, I believe, 60... I think he was 69 overall, to be fair. He's not really playing any part of that at this moment here. It almost feels, I was going to say, it almost feels as though we're playing on clay because of how slow it is coming off. But we've taken the first game 1-0. Right, we are absolutely wiping the floor with our opponent here. We are up 40-0. We've got a break point. Fault there by McCormick. As I said, that is probably the most un-Thai name I've never heard. I mean, Sebastian maybe, but Sebastian McCormick, I have never heard as a Thai person's name. It is just absolutely outrageous. What were they thinking, Big Ant? Who the bloody hell knows? But we're going to keep hammering away with this backhand, which is doing absolute wonders for us in the career mode. And we've gone up 2 games to love. I did make a mistake before, said we're up 1 set to love. It was 1 game to love, now 2 games to love. I honestly just think that we should stay at this overall for the entirety of the career, because we are just wiping opponents to the side. When we're up 15 love before, we did manage to slide an ace down that backhand side. We don't get it this time because it has been returned. And we are actually going to get a bit of a rally here, which is nice to see. But once again, the winners have just been incredible. And not going up to the net has really helped our cause. It's nice to see here at the Dutch Classic, the Dutch Open, whatever you want to call it, that we can actually change ends. We do see our players sitting on... basically, they're just bench seats. You'd expect to see them at the park. We're up 3 games to love. Break here, and we take out the first set. Right, here we are. We just had a challenge that we actually won. Well, a challenge that he challenged, but it was in. It was called in, and the shot in the end was in. I don't know how many times I've said in that sequence, but it was quite a few. We're up here 40 or 15-40 technically because we are the receiver. We've got 2 break points here of serve. Once again, the backhand winner is going to go and get the job done. We down-trade our opponent in the first set. Move on to the second. As I said, 4-love. The challenges have been restored. And the way we're going, it's probably looking as though it's going to hopefully be a 4-love, 4-love with that serve and volley backhand working an absolute treat today. Alright, once again, we're in a very good position. Serving out for the first game of the second set. The score is 40-love. We did get an ace once again on this advantage side. We can't quite get it there, but you just... To be fair, I would challenge that as an opponent, because that did look like it was heading out. Not the case. He hasn't challenged. We've taken the first game of the second set. We're up 1-love. The winners have been absolutely on fire here today. We've hit so many of them, which is great to see. Really starting to get, I was going to say, the baseline stuff working well, but we've just been wrong-footed there and basically played a miss. Alright, the first time in the match we've actually found ourselves in any sort of discomfort. Currently, our opponent is leading 40-30, and we're going to need to fight back very well here. I didn't think he was going to get that return in, to be fair. But he is now starting to run us around the court. It's only taken him basically a set in 2 games to, I guess, find his feet. But we have managed to hit another nice winner there on the forehand side this time to get it to juice. And that is what... To be fair, it's what we like to see. We want to see us winning these games 4-love, 4-love. I am thinking possibly heading into the next episode, I am going to have to put the difficulty up because it's, I mean, in all fairness, we aren't playing against anyone great and we haven't played anyone major to date so far in the competition or in the career mode. But I think as though we need to, you know, a little bit more of a challenge because we are going out and, as I said, almost downtrouting players left, right and centre. So we don't want that. We do want a bit of a challenge. We've fought our way back there from 30-40 down. We've taken the second game of the second set. That is our third break point out of 3. So we are really making the most of them, to be fair. And we're leading this second set 2-love. Alright, here we are, 40-love up. I'm going to try and blast an ace across court if we can. Don't think we got anywhere near enough power on that one. It was pretty slow. Don't have these service speedometers out and about in effect either, so we can't really tell how quick those serves are unless we do manage to grab ourselves an ace. But another forehand winner. Another one. Woo! 3-love in the second set. Break here. We've completed the down trout. Alright, we've just hit ourselves another forehand winner. Can't even count how many we've had in this game. Between the forehand and the backhand, it has been very good. We're up 15-40 again because we're receiving. I do need to get that back in check. But doing a very good job. We are up 4 games. What am I saying? We are up 4-love technically in that first set. And we've, I was going to say, been wrong-footed there. Probably a little bit cocky and took the pedal. What is that saying? Took our foot off the pedal. Man, my words are all over the place today. But what a backhand return to seal out this game. Cliff waving to the crowd here in the Netherlands. This actually is quite a nice court, to be fair, without being over the top, real big. It's just one of those nicely sized courts, I guess you would say. The game's taken 12 minutes. We won it 4-love, 4-love. As I said, the absolute downtrout. Dutch Classic. I'm not sure if I said Dutch Classic or Dutch Open in the thing. But as you can see here, we did apparently only had 5 winners. I'm pretty sure we had more than 5 winners on just the recording parts. Well, just the part, sorry, that I am going to put into the recording that I did commentate over, so that's quite strange. 2 aces, just the 1 unforced error, which I think was a shot that went long off a drop shot. Net points 1 out of 5, break points 1 4 out of 5, which is pretty good. 33 points 1 to 6 for our Thai opponent. As I said, it has been absolutely a demolition derby, to say the least. And let's go and see who we'll be taking on in round number 2. Alright, so we're going to be taking on O. Stephenson in the second round. He is the 12th seed. If we win that, we do set ourselves up a date with Thanasi Kokkinakis in the 3rd round of the Dutch Classic. So that is something to definitely go and look forward to. Just having a look at the rankings, because you guys wouldn't have seen these in a wee while. Obviously, after winning that Tavula tournament, we have gone up to 169th in the world. So that means that we can almost enter just about any tournament, to be fair. I think the Grand Slam is possibly... It's not the top 128, but I think if you're inside that top 128, you can go and play through the qualifying tournaments, which is very good. The statistics, as we can see, the backhand winners is now creeping up slowly over the forehand winners with 70 to 56, and just the 28 armed force steerers with 126 winners, which, to be fair, makes sense because 70 plus 56 is 126. You know, smart maths right there. We've had 5 aces, we've had 6 matches that we have won, no double faults, which is very nice to see. And as I did say throughout the recording, I'm going to go and put the difficulty up to veteran just in the next game, because we don't want to be going out and down-trading players and making it too easy on ourselves. So hopefully this is going to be a little bit more challenging, especially considering we are taking on the 12th seed in the next episode. But anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to give this video a like, smash that thumbs up button. If you are new, please do subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, ka kite anō, see you soon.